Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Kevin Harlan here with you. Joining me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Our buddy David Aldridge is on the sideline getting stories. With the All-Star game almost near, let's see how the East is shaking out. Taking a look at Miami. They're 7th right now. Not a bad spot, but certainly they'd like to string together a run of wins.
I think for the Heat, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now, that's where they are.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
So here's Miami's starting group. Robinson on the wing. He's joined by Butler. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Highsmith in at the power forward position. And for the Rockets, at the guard positions, Van Fleet and Green. The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. And it's Brooks in at the 3. They stand by this point of the season. What can a coach reasonably expect from his players?
Well, first of all, Kevin, I don't know any coaches who are reasonable. But as far as what to expect...
I always thought you were reasonable, by the way.
Well, thank you very much. So did I, but my players didn't. So, but we can expect players to execute the system that you have in place. They are professional athletes. And if they don't understand what they're doing or can't execute it, you can't play them.
Now Butler. After Jalen Green's three-pointer that didn't go. Butler. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. When it comes to players who like having fun, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
That free throw good from Butler. Stan, you think about Jimmy Butler, and you and I are fans of his game. Talk about a guy who calls it like he sees it, though. My goodness.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Look, Jimmy's never going to hold back. He'll call out his teammates. He'll call out opponents. He'll call out the referees. This guy acts with no fear.
Just don't call out the broadcasters, right? We want to stay out of his range.
And he would have no reason to.
Exactly. Now, here's Green. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Pass to Highsmith. And here's Adebayo, guarded by Green. Inside, here's Butler, and the rejection by Smith.
A relentless defender, Smith, proving how disruptive he can be on that end. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Brooks. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Smith gets it to go on the assist by Green.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Pass to Highsmith. Back to Butler. Three-pointer. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Alperen Şengün.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
Van Vliet outside. Brooks the best of Van Vliet. Pass to Şengün. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
Well, this isn't the start they wanted. Need to just settle down and move the ball for better shots.
Hey, Greg, where do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And, Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And, Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
This guy is tough as nails. You love Butler's competitive spirit.
The Rockets making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Rozier, he's checked in for the Heat. And so Butler nails both of them. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute. Now, I asked Coach what the game plan was when it comes to defending Jimmy Butler, and he said to me, we have to make sure we match his energy level. Jimmy is one of those guys that goes all out every second. We want our guys to do the same on D. It won't be easy, but they think they found a way to contain him. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Heat. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
And they had some trouble with this group a year ago. And it's a bit of a head-scratcher as to why, given the way both teams ended the year.
Now here's Butler. 9 points in the game so far. Over Thompson. Puts it up. And the bucket is good from Butler in deep. Butler's got 11 points.
It doesn't matter what angle you give him. When Butler gets inside, you know he's going to convert.
Here's Van Vliet. No scoring in this one. To the inside. From inside, that one's not going to go. Great D that time from Adebayo. Butler attacking. Highsmith the pass to Butler. No good with the triple. Rockets trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
It's good.
But once Green gets inside, he has the body control to adjust to the defender there and finish.
And it's the Heat with the ball. Outside Rozier. Here's Highsmith, covered by Smith. Highsmith's shot is good.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. For the Rockets, Jock Landale's checked in for Şengün. Green comes in for Jabari Smith. And Cam Whitmore's subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Love's checked in for the Heat. Jaime Jaquez comes in for Butler. Whitmore with it. Now defended by Adebayo. Thompson a screen on Hero. Green the pass to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Houston needs to get a shot off. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
There's a minute left in the first quarter. Love with the screen for Hero. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And Moore sends a screen for Green. They grab their own miss. And the layup's good off the glass.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy. Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
Here's Hero. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Hero's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, just a flick of a wrist. Tyler Hero with the scorer's mindset.
Green left side. The shot, no good. The Heat leading by 6. Rozier kicks to Adebayo. Outside, Hero. Love with the screen on Green. Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Miami Heat. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Here's Brooks. Hasn't made one yet. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Thompson is out there with Shepard. Then it's Cam Whitmore. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Green in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Brooks, and it's blocked. On the wing, Rozier. Drills the three-pointer. Rozier's got the lead up to 11 now for the Heat.
Never shy about shooting the rock. We've seen Rozier go off in the playoffs before. He loves the limelight.
Now, here's Thompson. His last outing with 20 points. Outside, Hero. With some arc. The rebound by Shepard. For Houston, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Brooks against Hawkins. Here's Thompson. Drills the elbow jumper. Thompson's got 5.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Love with the screen for Hero. Over Shepard. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Green, the pass to Thompson. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
The Miami Heat comes into this one following a loss to the Hawks.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
Oh, and the touch on the interior. Hero can hit jumpers as well as capitalize in close.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team. For the Rockets, Şengün's checked in for Green, and it's Jabari Smith in for Brooks. And the Heat making a change here. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Thompson. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Here's Whitmore. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Whitmore's got his first bucket in this one.
And he might be a rookie, but Whitmore can play some bully ball. He will get it inside and be as physical as anybody.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Bam Adebayo talked about how his mentality has evolved over his career. He said, shoot the ball. I feel like that's been my evolution. It sounds very simple. And I came into this league as a defender. I feel like the progression's been shoot the ball, worry about everything else later. Kevin?
Certainly, DA is a two-way threat. 4 on the clock. Thompson passes to Şengün. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Hero. And at this point, Tyler Hero's used to hearing his name in just about every trade rumor that comes along, Stan. I would assume that's got to be a little disconcerting for a player.
It probably is, Kevin, but give him a lot of credit. It never seems to bother him, at least in terms of affecting his play on the floor. He still puts up big numbers. He plays with great confidence. Tyler Hero's an outstanding offensive player.
First one falls for him. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? It remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
Very versatile player. Hero spaces the floor. He can drive. He can pass. And he's a sneaky good rebounder as well.
Now here's Van Vliet. Still scoreless. Greg, what's the key thing Fred Van Vliet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
First free throw is good. So, Stan, you can talk about this. We always hear about Heat culture at the Miami franchise from top to bottom. Everybody is all in and focused in one direction, aren't they?
Yeah, Kevin, I think that is the greatest strength the Heat have had as an organization, is they are all on the same page. And I think they've done it in large part because they have great continuity. If you just look up and down their staff, guys have been there forever. And that allows them to have a very consistent culture.
And teams have tried to copy that, and it's been very hard, hasn't it?
Well, it's been hard because the part they leave out is the consistency part. You can't build that kind of culture when you're making changes with your coaching staff and your front office every 2 to 3 years.
Şengün with the bucket.
Great timing and a really good read there from Şengün. Spaces the floor and is rewarded.
And it's the Heat with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Adebayo with a screen on Brooks. Brooks against Butler. The shot, no good. Rockets trail by 6. Here's Smith. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Smith's got 5 points so far. Miami's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Butler. Outside Robinson. Adebayo with a screen on Van Vliet. It's rebounded by Houston. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the wide open shot from Green. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Now just a 1-point Miami lead. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Miami. seconds left. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Heat lead by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style, Jimmy. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Thanks for joining us. The story through the first half, the Miami Heat in a game so far that's been close.
Playing well on the road can be very difficult. They're doing a good job despite the challenges.
Away from home, they aren't letting the crowd get into their heads. In fact, they've looked comfortable at times. And guys, let's take a moment to recognize the top performer for each squad thus far.
When you have two players going at each other like this, it becomes a point of pride. That's when the sparks fly. That's when it gets interesting.
For us and for the fans watching. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Jimmy Butler, he's really been playing well.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, he's also a pretty good actor. He sells fouls really well.
The Rockets trail. Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Robinson on the wing. He's joined by Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Tyler Hero. And it's Highsmith in at the 4 slot.
And an aggressive inside play there from Van Vliet, not letting the foul deny him from getting the shot off.
That one drops. He ties it up. And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. And I personally love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic. Well, everyone views Hero as a shooter, but he is also a terrific finisher.
Brooks, the pass to Şengün. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the paint. And Adebayo throws it down.
Yeah, Adebayo there throwing it down with a little attitude.
Here's Van Vliet. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. And Adebayo sends it back. Robinson against Van Vliet. And Duncan Robinson with the 3. And it's a 6-point Miami lead.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show us your best move. Let's go.
And checking out some stats for Robinson. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 11 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, look, it's not about being a stat stuffer. It's about being a guy coaches can count on and an asset to the team as a whole.
Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Green against Robinson. Here's Highsmith. The offensive rebound. Pass to Robinson. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Outside, Green. Şengün against Adebayo. And here's Brooks. Down low, 6 on the shot clock, and the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
That's their first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for one. Jalen Green.
And once the G League took it to another level, Green skipped college, became the #2 overall pick in the draft, and that's really changed the landscape.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
The free throw dropped for Şengün.
Competitive, selfless, and a high basketball IQ. Şengün with the traits every coach loves.
No good on the second free throw. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the two biggest would be this. I think number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
Rockets trail by 9. Pass to Van Vliet. Now Brooks, defended by Butler. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's Smith missing.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
Now here's Green. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go.
And we've seen this all night. Green with a wide range of ways to score. And boy, he just keeps coming.
Here's Miami now. They're on a 14-6 run.
2 minutes.
Adebayo against Şengün. Adebayo down low. Lays it up and banks it in. Adebayo's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Now Green, 12 points for him. Van Vliet. Back to Green. Fires the three. It's hauled in by the Heat. Adebayo's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Outside for Robinson. Highsmith the pass to Hero. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Dillon Brooks.
Well, defensively, you have to do your best to guard Hero without fouling because he's nearly automatic from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Houston with a big group substitution here. Jeff Green is checked in for Şengün. Tari Eason comes in for Jabari Smith. Cam Whitmore, he's checked in for Brooks. And it's Thompson in for Fred Van Vliet. And Hero drops them both. Here's Green. Well, Greg, they're looking to make some big stops here to halt this rally.
And luckily, time is on their side, but this is on them. They need to play smart here.
Love outside. Launches it from deep. Eason grabs the board. Rockets are gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Jaquez the pass to Hero. Launches it. That's a miss, and with it, he is 5 for 9. Outside, Green. Lets the three fly. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Green's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Rockets. And Butler launches from deep. And so it's Miami holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Right back after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Shepard out there with Amen Thompson. Then there's Whitmore. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Green in at center. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets.
Well, when you get that kind of look inside, you have to capitalize.
Here's Whitmore. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
What a fighter. Whitmore was determined to get that to go.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Heat?
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters, and piling up blocked shots.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Free throw good, Whitmore.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Now, here's Rozier. From the arc, Eason grabs the board. It's trailed by 5. And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist by Whitmore.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
And it's the Heat with the ball. Now, here's Rozier. And Adams sends it back. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking them.
Eason gets a wide open look. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Miami leading by 3. Here's Rozier. And he makes good on the layup.
And we continue to see Rozier taking on more responsibility offensively. Nice finish inside.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Here's Shepard. Rozier defending. Shepard with the ball. Adams with the screen on Rozier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Adams with the slam.
And that play is tailor-made for Adams. Not many guys set a better screen and then the quick roll off it to get the finish.
Here's Rozier, and he dunks it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Rockets trail by 5. Thompson outside. Great defense that time from Jaquez. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Heat. Here's Robinson. The rebound by Steven Adams. Houston's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Thompson misses.
Well, that's a look they'll take every time down the floor. But even with the soft interior defense, they can't seem to convert it.
Now, here's Rozier. Outside Robinson. Over Whitmore. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So for the Rockets, Şengün's checked in for Steven Adams. Jae'Sean Tate comes in for Cam Whitmore. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Shepard. Heat also with the sub. Highsmith is checked in. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away.
Welcome to the ball, your Clutch City Texans.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Smith checked in for Tari Eason. Dylan Brooks comes in for Tate. Jalen Green's checked in for Amen Thompson. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. The Heat also changing it up. Butler, he's checked in for Jaime Jaquez. And Hero subbed in for Terry Rozier. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Ime Udoka's huddle. Told his guys, I need you all to come together right now on both ends. This game is not over. You need to go out there and take control now. We'll see how it looks coming out of the timeout, guys.
Thanks, David. Brooks misses. The Heat leading by 5. Pass to Highsmith. Here's Hero. Shoots the 3. And again, it's the Heat missing. Green pitch to Şengün. Hero against Van Vliet. Back to Şengün. It's good.
Owning the moment. Şengün gets those much-needed points.
Miami's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Highsmith, covered by Smith. Three-pointer, Butler. Butler loves the three-point look.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
And here is Van Vliet. To the middle. Here's Şengün.
Even without the explosive athleticism, Şengün still able to play above the rim.
Their pass to Adebayo. And stolen by Şengün. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Back to Smith. Van Vliet against Hero. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And a shoot-first point guard, Van Vliet, understands how to get defenders to foul him when taking shots.
Van Vliet, 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
And, you know, it takes an intelligent player to match up with bigger guys and win. Fred VanVleet is that player. He can outsmart guys who have, on paper, the advantage.
And so Van Vliet nails both of them.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
Butler against Brooks. To the paint. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Dylan Brooks.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
Hero against Van Vliet. Pass to Şengün. The tray. It counts. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
We can probably expect to see him slow it. What a move at the rim, Butler!
Oh, this is what Butler is known for. Elevating his game in crucial moments.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Oh, here's Van Vliet. Pass to Green to tie it up. It's hauled in by the Heat. They've led by as many as 11 points. Butler against Green. Money!
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Timeout called, the Rockets. 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
For your 1-0
17 seconds left in the fourth. The 10-footer. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Great poise from Van Vliet there, shrugging off the pressure and just taking that shot. Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Shoot 2.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Smith outside. Good! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and now they foul and stop the clock. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Jimmy. Explosive night for you offensively. You were feeling it out there.
Feeling it and taking rhythm shots. I feel like all shots that I take are going to go in because I'm so used to taking those shots, man. But for my coaches and my teammates, they got the utmost confidence in me shooting whatever shot because they know it's going to be a good one.
It was very good tonight, Mr. Buckets. Thanks for your time. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Jimmy Butler.